Okay, story time. I'm here to tell you the story about Okon the Fisherman from somewhere in Calabar. Okon stood on the bank of the mighty Calabar River, the warm sun on his face and the smell of the wet earth on his breath. He adjusted the woven fishing net draped over his shoulder, a tool he'd inherited from his mother. For Okon, the Calabar River was more than just a food source. It was his home, livelihood, and community's heartbeat. The rhythmic water lapping against the riverbank was the soundtrack to his life. Each morning, he would rise with the sun, its golden rays reflecting off the water, and set out to fish in his wooden canoe. He was renowned among the for his ability to read the river's subtle moods, the swell of its waves, the shifting currents, and even the whisper of the wind. He cast his nets, and it blended with the brownish green waters. The river teemed with life, catfish, tilapia, mullets, and crayfish. He pulled in his catch, a modest haul for the day, but enough to feed his family and perhaps barter for other necessities. He would retire home and offer his catch to his wife to prepare a fiefere. Some parts would be dried in preparation for the Calabar market, where they would be traded for yams from Ogoja and palm oil from Oban. On other days, when storms ravaged the river, the fish disappeared. Okon would cry out to Anansa, goddess of the waters. He would offer a supplication of kai kai made from distilled palm wine. Anansa Mbodo, Kuyangin, Iyong Iku Iku. He and the other fishermen knew Anansa would inspire them. They believed in the unity of the natural bodies and the spiritual world. Their interactions produced innovation that helped them build better boats, design new fishing equipment, preserve fish, and live good lives. He remembered how his grandmother and the fishing masters used bamboo to create simple traps. He and the fishermen learned from them the art of using bamboo and raffia to devise a special fishing trap that exploited the river's currents to their advantage. In the evenings, they would feast in the huts. Fish, shrimp, and peppery sauces, washed down with palm wine from the trees in the mangrove. The community was one in celebration, each sharing with the other. This was before the strange men came with big boats and new kinds of food. They also came with blasphemous stories of a god who lived in the sky. God was a woman, and she lived in the endless waters of the river Calabar. The arrival of these outsiders marked the beginning of a new chapter, one fraught with challenges that threatened to upend their traditions and test the resilience of their unity. As Okon stood by the river, gazing at the horizon, he felt the whispers of an answer in the breeze. He knew that their folk would endure, for their strength lay not in their innovations, but also in their unwavering faith in the goddess of the waters and the wisdom of their ancestors. They would measure wealth and knowledge, not by what the strange people taught, but by the expertise of Obiefuk. He knew the river's flow carried their stories forward, ensuring their renaissance would not be forgotten, even in the face of an uncertain future.